So this whole setup right here is going to look unusual. Let me get that pulled up just a sec, because it took too much time to set this up. This might not even work. Wait, that's a good question. I might have to do, it'll be very interesting. Good to go. Okay, so I need to set up the output. Okay, if you're on the input, so the camera has to be set in manual photo mode. It can't be set to video. So I'm gonna turn it on. It's already in photo mode. So what's gonna happen, it's gonna get a feed here. This one's popping up. I'm gonna record what's going on here. So it's showing this camera in Atomos Ninja. Let me hit record on Atomos Ninja. It's also showing in the computer here, which I should just turn this thing on a minute ago. So I'm gonna hit the picture button on the back of the camera. It switches the function over to trying to focus on something. Actually, dang. Here, I'm gonna do manual focus real quick. Fix it. I guess I'm too close to anything worth focusing on. Maybe if I scoot it back a little bit. Oop. Okay, might be blocking my face a tad bit, but that's all right. Okay, for the most part, you do kind of get a clean image, but since it's cropped in, you do get that crop, because what the Atomos Ninja is looking for is that, I'm guessing it's looking for that full frame sensor out of this one, because it's not really adjusted to the specs of this one. I have no idea exactly, but it does look like as if the Atomos Ninja is trying to record a full frame sensor, but it's only getting the crop, and so the crop is showing inside of that. Because it does show the square, the rectangular size that's much smaller than the actual recording. The only way to fix that is to, I guess, in post, you would just zoom into it until you lose those dark bar edges, and go from there. It is recording in 1080p. You probably would lose quality if you did zoom in. It wouldn't be that bad though, because it's actually decent. It is a clean image HDMI. Say if I want to go into the menu settings, I could go into menu, it would pop up, turn it off. What I was really trying to get was the menu from the Atomos Ninja. Let me see if it'll let me do that. Output. It doesn't give me the option to do that. That's crazy that I can't see that. Video out, HDMI out, output options, DCI crop, time code. They'll be not supported by output. This is interesting. Another thing that is really okay, so here's the thing. Say you got a camera like the 1200D and you want to be able to see the screen, see your exposure, see what you look like in the screen. You could get like an external monitor, put it on top of the camera, and you could vlog with it. Being that this camera doesn't have autofocus, you would just, you'd have to hit the button like I did earlier and try to get it to focus, or you can just twist the front focus ring on the lens that you have and focus on your face. But since the camera actually has focus peaking, say if I turn that on, focus peaking, I could actually pick my focus, and as long as I've seen that my face was red, highlighted red from the focus peaking, I would know that I'm in focus. So it is a good tool. But would you want to spend $600 to have an external recorder that has focus peaking for a camera that you probably bought for 50 bucks? Or would you rather go find a camera that has a flip out screen? Those are the things that you kind of go back and forth with. But what if you had this external recorder and you weren't really using it for much because everything you were doing, you didn't need it for, but you thought you did. But at some point in time, you wanted to use a lower end camera to record something because you needed an extra camera. This would be the perfect time to pop out the Atomos Ninja, put it on that low end camera so that you can, you know, do exactly what I'm trying to tell you how to do now. So hooks up through HDMI, works fine. You do have to have the HDMI cable input set to 1.4 HDMI standard, not 2.0, not compatibility mode. It has to be set to 1.4 to work. I wouldn't turn on legalize or HDR auto or anything like that. You got to make sure the camera is in photo mode, manual, and it would usually work. So I can actually kind of stretch the screen here just to kind of give you an idea of what it would look like if I did stretch it, like you stretched it in post. So for instance, like that. So in Premiere Pro or whatever you're editing in, you zoom into the footage to where you get rid of those black bars on the edge, and you can post this. And like if you want to have a sit down video where you talk to the camera but you can never see yourself, so you're always worried about using something that doesn't have autofocus or flip out screen, external recorder works fine. You can record directly into the external recorder. The one thing you do want to have, you want to have an SD card inside the camera. You're not going to record to the camera, but you do want to have an SD card inside the camera, because what's going to happen is it'll have like a screen that pops up for something. I can't remember, but a screen it'll say no SD card, and it'll stay up there until you put SD card in it. So that will be part of your recording. You put the SD card in, you're good. It'll go away. You can also turn off and on your display. Why did it do that? So when you turn on, if you turn on your display, your display settings, your screen shrinks even more. So, but you still get, I'm gonna turn off the peaking because there it goes. All right. So you do get your display. Let me shrink this back down to the regular size. Okay. Yeah. So you get your set to manual. It does say autofocus, but what it is, it's autofocus tracking, but not real autofocus. It's auto white balance. I'm shooting in standard. It says raw because I got it selected on raw photo, which is a Canon CR2. Then my ISO is 800, shutter speed is 1/50, aperture is 1.8 because I am using the nifty 50. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I think this is a pretty cool option for somebody that has an older camera and they have a new one, but they really want to still get some use out of their older one. And maybe you're using an external recorder for your new camera, but you don't really need it for the situation that you're in, and you want to use it to add some value to an old camera for a brief moment. So you could actually put this on your older camera, do a talking headshot, record everything into the Atomos Ninja, and then have, say, like your top down shot be your new camera, or your top down shot be this one, but have an external monitor connected to it, and you know, something like that. You don't necessarily need to get the Atomos Ninja. You can get, there's, I think, monitors from Freewell, Desview, and other companies. I don't have any of those monitors, but I will link a video to a creator that he had a video where he talked about this particular monitor. That might be interesting to you, but I'll also leave a link in my description for a few monitors that might be of interest to you. If Desview were willing to send me a monitor to review, I'd totally see if it works on this, which it would definitely be a cheaper option instead of buying a Atomos Ninja external recorder, because I mean, at that price, you can probably go ahead and buy you like a T6, T7i, SL3. You can even buy a Canon M50, which shoots in 4K, mirrorless, but it does use the EFM mount, which seems to be getting phased out. So I don't know. Anyways, thanks for dropping by. I don't know if this video was really helpful or not, but yeah, there it is. I'm not even going to edit this. I'm gonna just leave this exactly like it is, so you can enjoy it purely raw. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. I gotta stop all this.